Okay, greetings, everybody. Sorry about being late. Hold on one second. Go ahead and mute your lines and we'll get started. I have a quick question. Did you guys get the notification that we're live streaming on YouTube? Did you get that just now? You can pop it in the chat if you don't want to answer. Okay, very good. All right, so welcome. Tonight we are here because we want to focus on intuition and activating intuition. We are all born with an internal guidance system. And somewhere along the way, our internal guidance system gets suppressed in favor of other people's opinions, other people's ideas, and the authority that is so innate within us, we transfer it outside of us. And we do this for different reasons. And most of the time it's necessary. It's safe that way. We need the people around us to tell us how this world works so that we can understand how we fit in and do that in a safe way. Also, an easier way. It's easier for people to tell you what it means. These outer notifications than to learn the hard way. So it's really for our survival. The problem comes in where we do not return to our own internal guidance system. We begin to be dependent on other people's opinions, ideas, and perspectives, which is suppressing to our soul. We begin to trust ourselves less and less. We feel more and more doubt. We need more and more rules to feel safe. We also look for safety in other people. Inevitably, we don't find it. It just becomes an endless cycle of searching and not finding, because the thing that we're searching for is not outside, it's within. So I suggest that you just take a moment to get settled, maybe a pen and paper if you needed, some water, and we will begin in a few seconds. All right, if you're ready, just settle yourself wherever you are. You can sit, you can stand, you can lay, just get comfortable. And I think it's important to remember that the only way you're going to feel safe within yourself, within the world around you, is to trust yourself. And if you haven't had a lot of practice in trusting yourself, that can seem scary. It can be a challenge for sure. But it's like this post I saw the other day, this meme, it said, the only way out is through. And so we must take on the courage of exploration of this life. We must become courageous in trying things out. We must get comfortable with trial and error. We must release the need to get things right and bring back your inner child. A lot of times we talk about inner child healing from the perspective of healing trauma, but inner child healing is also about bringing the childlike way of being back into this life for integration, the childlike wonder, the boldness and the risk taking, the willingness to get things wrong, the willingness to get up and try again. We bring back our childlike way of being that says, I can do anything. And if I find out I can't do it, I'll try and I'll keep trying. We need to bring back a childlike resilience to our everyday existence. It's true that people have governed the way that you see yourself for many years. It's true that people have called the shots for what is right, wrong, good, bad, necessity, and such. But what's also true is that where we stand on this day, we have the ability to shift. What's true on this day is that we have the ability to choose a different path. What's true on this day is we can assess, reassess, discard, and take on new belief systems. That's fully in our power today. This is not the same as becoming hardened and setting up boundaries and not letting people in. That's not what this is about. This is about a calm assuredness that you're going to be okay no matter what. You're going to be okay whether you win. You're going to be okay whether things turn out the way you want them to or not. You're going to be okay because you were built for the life that we live. As we were young, we were taught to get things right. In school, we were given consequences for not getting things right. And we've grown to see life the same way. We must make the A+. We must be at perfection. But the universe doesn't require that of us. The universe requires us only to have the will to put one foot in front of the other and the openness to learn. And so with that being said, we close our eyes as we ponder on these truths and we call our inner authority back into ourselves. We call it from all the places that we've sent it. We call our inner authority, our inner guidance system back into our being. We call it in from the north. We call it in from the south. We call it in from the east. We call it in from the west. And you may feel your power coming back into your system. Maybe you feel it through your crown, the top of your head. Maybe you feel it through your third eye or the middle of your brow. Maybe you feel your power coming back into your throat or through your heart, or maybe it's flowing throughout your whole body. Either way, we receive our power back in this moment. Our power to be childlike in nature, to explore, to figure things out, to make a mistake and correct it, to fall and get up. We restore our inner confidence right now that we have what it takes to be and do whatever it is that we need to be and do. Right now, we restore our sense of self-trust. Trusting ourselves is not about getting things right. Trusting ourselves is standing by ourselves, whether the thing went well or not. It's still thinking highly of ourselves, still placing confidence in our decision making. Ultimately, it's trust in universal design, that all things work together for our good. In this moment, we feel our confidence, our sovereignty, our power, our right to choose or not to choose, settling back into our being. Our power is settling into our crown, into our head. We have the right to have thoughts. We have the right to perceive. We have the right to shift and try again. We feel our autonomy, sovereignty, and power settle in our intuition right now. We trust our inklings, our dreams, our words, our thoughts. We trust them to give us information about what's going on inside of us. We trust our ability to seek help. We trust our ability to move fearlessly. We trust our ability to try again. We do not allow our ego to rise up and tell us that we should look a certain way. We release the fear of being seen as weak. We release the fear of being seen as not having it all together. We release the judgment of other people's opinions. We give ourselves space to come to our own truth in every area. We feel our power, our sovereignty, our autonomy settling into our throats. We have the right to speak. We feel our power, our sovereignty, our autonomy settling into our hearts. We have the right to feel. We feel our power, our sovereignty, our autonomy settling into our gut. We have the right to intuit, to feel, to go with our gut feelings. Right now, we feel our power, our sovereignty, our autonomy settling down in our creative center. We have the right to create lives that we are consistently content in. We feel our sovereignty, our power, our autonomy settling into our root. We have a right to our drives and our appetites. We feel our sovereignty, our power, our autonomy settling within our hands. We have a right to do. We feel it settling in our feet. We have a right to go, to walk, to tread, to stand. Right now, we experience the wholeness of our sovereignty, our power, our autonomy. And we trust that we have what it takes. We trust that we are supported. We release the need to be at perfection or anything close to it. We release timelines of where people told us we should be by this time. We release it now and we accept that everything is as it should be. The things that we struggle against, right now we release the struggle. The things that we are trying to force right now, we release the resistance. And we say to our souls, speak to us for we are listening. Give us the things that we don't already see, don't already hear, don't already know, don't already feel. And we accept any way that it comes to us according to our highest good, whether it be situations or relationships, conversations, people, experiences. We trust our processes. And so now as we settle down into this moment, take some time to write whatever thoughts come to mind in the next 15 to 20 seconds. And then we will call an end to this session. As we stand, sit, or lay, we do so with our internal guidance system activated and our trust as our intent in each and every situation. We show grace toward ourselves in the areas where we still feel a little shaky. We trust the shakiness as part of the process. We show grace toward ourselves in areas that still feel afraid or timid. We trust that this is exactly what we need to experience. And so now, as we stand, sit, or lay in wholeness, in our sovereignty, our power, and our autonomy, we give thanks that we walk every day mindful of our own judgments, our own perceptions, our own desires, our own needs, our own feelings. And we commit to supporting ourselves in whatever way we need. And this is our intention. We release this session in gratitude. May all energy that belongs to us be with us. All energy that does not belong to us, we return to sender now. We close this session with intent of peace, prosperity, and wellness. If you agree with that, you say Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe.